In this episode of Rural Roots Canada, we talk to the CEO of Agriculture for Life about their plans for the fall and their annual Harvest Gala. But first, do you know what to do if your livestock are caught in an emergency? After a successful workshop covering this topic, Alberta Farm and Animal Care is bringing back a world-leading expert on this subject to Alberta. The first technical large animal emergency rescue workshop in Olds earlier this summer was such a success, AFAC is putting on 3 more in Leduc, Drumheller, and Grand Prairie. The workshop is conducted by Dr. Rebecca Jimenez, who does about 20 of these events a year in different parts of the world. She says Alberta is a leader when it comes to preparing for livestock emergencies.
And believe it or not, Alberta is way ahead of the rest of Canada in many ways because you have livestock trailers that you can respond with that have cattle panels. You have people who've been trained in how to handle these animals and they know where to take them, as well as bringing in the veterinarians who are going to be able to treat the animals after some incident.
AFAC's Dr. Angela Gretter says the workshop covers all large livestock.
She's been involved in this for a number of years. I couldn't tell you exactly the number, but she's written a textbook on it and she's taught it all over the world actually, which is pretty fantastic. So she's one of those speakers that's really engaging, so she doesn't just have a PowerPoint and kind of read down through the slides and that sort of stuff. So she actually has us come up and do demonstrations with her.
For more on the up-and-coming workshops and to register, go to ruralrootscanada.com. Rural Roots Canada, growing conversations. Laurie Williamson, CEO, Ag for Life.
This is Rural Roots Canada. I'm Craig Lester, Growing Conversations. We're joined today by Laurie Williamson from Ag for Life. Laurie, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Excellent. So I guess what we'll start off with, just tell us a little bit about yourself and your connection to Ag for Life.
Sure. Well, I am the CEO of Agriculture for Life. Ag for Life is a Alberta-based charity with a mandate to deliver agricultural education and rural and farm safety.
Excellent. And so where has Ag for Life been and where is it headed?
Well, the last 4 years, we're in our 4th year of operations, and over the last 4 years, we've done a tremendous amount of work getting the organization started right off the ground and sort of ramping up. We do a lot of work on both sides, on the ag education side and on the safety side. So we fund a lot of programs that are being delivered throughout Alberta so that those programs can scale and we can reach more and more Albertans. And we're also looking at developing new programs. So as we've been exploring, we do a lot of work with other not-for-profits, other corporations, government, working within the province. And we're finding that there's some areas, some gaps. So we're working very closely with other organizations to fill those gaps so that we can ensure that agriculture's message and rural and farm safety programs are available across the province.
What are you hearing from the kids that take part and the people around these kids and your supporters?
Well, you know, it's really interesting when we're out because the warm reception of when we come to different schools or communities, food is top of mind. We're hearing a lot through the media and through great work that you guys are doing, and people are starting to be very interested in how to grow food, where their food comes from, what a farmer's doing. And so when we're invited into the schools, we're very well received. In fact, the children love and participate actively in what we're doing, but the teachers and the volunteers, and we get a lot of parents that come as well, and they're equally as fascinated.
Right, one of your big events of the year, which allows you to showcase yourself and fundraise, is Harvest Gala, and that's coming up in October, isn't it?
It is. October 23rd in Calgary. We're going to be at the BMO Centre, the Stampede, and that's another great event for us. That's a big industry celebration where we bring industry together, and it is an opportunity to showcase what we've done throughout the year and to talk to potential sponsors to perhaps join us and come on board to support our programming. And it's a great industry get-together, networking, a chance to get and reconnect with friends that you don't often get a chance to see through the year.
Fantastic. Laurie, anything you would like to add that I haven't asked you?
Let's talk about one of the successes of Ag for Life, and it's sort of built into our DNA of the organization, is collaboration. And there's a lot of talk about collaborating and working together. And that's one of our core principles. And we have had such tremendous success. Over the last year, we've reached over 50,000 Albertans with programming. And we wouldn't be able to do that without collaborating. So, you know, a big thank you to all of the stakeholders that are involved with our organization. That includes our sponsors that keep us out on the road. That includes our partners that deliver programs. That includes organizations such as yourself, Craig, helping deliver the message of agriculture. We have a message to deliver, but you're the medium to help us get that out. So we thank you for that.
Larry, it's our pleasure to do such a thing.
Good.
Excellent. Larry, thank you so much for taking time to join us today.
Thank you, Craig.
All right.
All right.
So for more information on Agriculture for Life, you can find it at their website at agricultureforlife.ca. You can find out about the Harvest Gala, their supporters, and all the partners. For Rural Roots Canada, I'm Craig Lester, Growing Conversations.
For more on these stories, go to ruralrootscanada.com. For Rural Roots Canada, I'm Eric Smith, getting to the stem and meat of agriculture. This has been a Rural Roots Canada production.